push. No, hold it in. What are you talking about? The baby is pushing. I can't even feel my body. What do you mean? I feel pressure of pushing. I feel the urge to push. Even though I'm not pushing, it feels like you know, I feel the pressure down there. And I told them, I said, my baby is ready. Like, I keep feeling it. Stop pushing. What are you talking about, lady? The nurses had to have my, give birth to my baby before my doctor can even come in, because I kept trying to tell them. And they was like, oh, something. And I was like, my baby is about to come. I promise you, my baby's about to come. They weren't trying to listen. And then they was like, oh my gosh, this is the baby head. Go run and get the doctor. And then, yeah, by the time my doctor came in, my baby was already out. I'm just like, ugh, they irritated me. Exactly, you can't help it. Like, what the hell? My baby is ready to get out of there. When they ready, they ready. Shit. I didn't even have to do the hard work. The baby did. I think I only had to push twice. And the baby, bloop. Because the baby did everything. And for whoever put you just like Mother Delaney was, first of all, y'all don't know how my mother was. And I don't mind being like my mother, period. My mother wasn't a bad person. Anybody that speak about my mother speaks highly of my mom. Even people that she not even cool with no more. There's this woman that I used to work with that my mama says she actually fist fought that lady. She speaks high of my mama. She said my mama did nothing but go to church. My mama stayed in the church house and went to work. That's all they say about my mama. Don't nobody say nothing bad. They say your mama went to church, worked, and took care of her kids. That's what people tell me from her past. Or then they say your mama is a really good, God-fearing woman. Nobody says anything bad about my mom. So for y'all to be making these whatever, I don't know where your false narratives are coming from. But yeah, my mom's not a bad person. She was never a bad person. She was young when she had kids, just like a lot of people was. But she took care of her kids. I guarantee you that. None of us needed anything. She did the very best she could. She made sure she went to school. She got all her masters in school so we can have a better life. By the time it was for me and my little sister, guess what? We had a good life. We didn't have to suffer. We didn't have to worry about poverty. We did for a couple of years, but we didn't have to worry about poverty and all that because guess what? My mom got all her P's and Q's together for us. We lived in the suburbs, went to the best schools, so I ain't worried about what none of y'all talk about. Because some of y'all mamas was stuck in their ways, wanted to go play. I done watch people mamas go play bingo and leave their kids all day and stuff just because they was in middle school, feel like they can watch themselves playing bingo all day and shit and not home until late. And then there ain't even no food for real in the kitchen and stuff like that. Like, no. My mama did a great job. We were able to, again, go to the best high schools. We were fed in the suburbs, so we ain't got to listen to ghetto-ass people, boom, 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 gang banging, yelling, cussing outside. It was very silent. We can walk outside. I ain't even see children outside. That's how peaceful it was. So I don't mind being like my mama at all. But thanks for trying. Mine's head gonna be big as F. I wonder if it's gonna come faster. I don't think it will. Because I don't think it will. And then, depending on how big, you might have to end up getting stitches, too. I remember I've had to get stitches one time, and it was 2 or 3 stitches that I had to get. That shit hurt. Like, it was stinging so bad in my my private area when I had to get those stitches. Oh, it's like I can feel it. Like, now I'm thinking about it. It's like I can feel it. It hurts so bad. It felt like somebody just cut my flesh. You know, when you get like a deep cut and stuff and it starts stinging. Oh, just imagine that on your private. Ugh. Got mad because I yelled that mess was hurting. No, for real. One thing I can promise that I can't relate to is that people be cussing and stuff when they had their baby. Like, I feel like that is unnecessary. Yes, the shit hurt. A pinch hurt me, so that lets you know how much of a tolerance. Like, if somebody pinched me, it hurts. I will literally cry. Period. So that's my pain tolerance, kind of if you can kind of get an idea of what that is. And so just imagine these. It hurts bad. It hurts bad. Now I will say yes, it's normal to get upset and all that, but just be cussing and stuff in front of your parents and all that. That stuff disrespectful to me. I feel like it's unnecessary. Cause why is you cussing? I know the people that probably been cussing like, why? I know. No shade, no shade. I promise. No shade, no shade. No shade towards y'all. But I'm just saying, like, my mama and daddy is old school, and I was taught to respect my mama and daddy and to honor my mama and daddy. And so I don't talk to my mama and daddy like friends. Not like that. Like, I do, but I don't. If that makes sense. Like, we have a line drawn between what I can say and what I can't say. So anybody that's related to us know that we're not allowed to cuss in front of our parents. Period. I don't know. Not everybody's the same, but that's not comfortable. It's considered disrespectful. We can't say nigga. We can't do none of that. So when I be seeing these videos and these people cussing in front of their mama, I just be like, my mom and daddy don't care how old we get. We cannot cuss in front of them. And so when I had my cousin a while ago, she was cussing and stuff. And I'm like, bro, my mama is right there. And I said, my mama and my daddy right there, bro. And she was like, yeah. I said, we don't do all of that. That's disrespectful. Like, bro, if you do that with your mama and stuff, you know my mama ain't like that. Like, if you do that with your mama and your mama let you cuss, that's cool. But don't do that around my parents. Like, me and her were about to literally fist fight because my thing is, like, you gonna respect what other people want, especially if they older than you. Period. Just walk away then. Get off of our table because you came to our table. So then when you came to our table, in your own comfort zone of disrespect. And if I'm telling you that's disrespectful because we don't do it to our own parents, why would you feel like it's necessary or okay for you to be disrespectful? No. I'm gonna slap you because I asked you once and I'm only gonna ask you 2 times. I'm not gonna ask you more than twice cussing around my mama and daddy. I'm not even playing. Like, they'll say something to you like, hey, and stuff. But no, I'm not going to keep giving you chances. I'm going to end up getting physical because you're not about to be disrespectful. Because to me, how I take that is, again, that's how I was just raised. How I take that is a random person just coming up to my mama, cussing her out, talking crazy. That's how I take that. This generation, something else, Generation X. That's because parents want to be friends with their kids instead of being parents. It's okay to be lenient. It's okay to have a close relationship with your parents, but you have to draw the line between friendship and parent. So that, what I mean by that is, your kids should not be comfortable with cussing with you. I don't care how old they get. They shouldn't feel comfortable cussing because what is the point of cussing anyways? Like, we shouldn't even be cussing in the first place. It's not even necessary. Now, I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't slip up before. I was so upset and I did, like, say something like, I'm sorry, mama, but it wasn't too many times that I've done that. You know, these parents want to be friends with their kids. You can't be friends with your... Yes, you can, but, like, y'all get what I mean? Like, for the people that was raised like me, like... You need to, I don't know. Like, know when y'all can, I don't know when y'all can be friends, but really just more so remembering that you are my parent and not my best friend. You get what I mean? So then that line will never be drawn. If that makes sense. I don't know. Like, it's probably not gonna make sense to the people that just let their kids do whatever. But that's not okay. That's not considered honoring your parents. So y'all are teaching y'all kids not to honor y'all, and which means that your kids are sinning. Like, that's not honorable to sit here and be like, "Mama, guess what this B word did?" And then I would never feel that comfortable. I'd be like, "Mama, guess what this girl done did?" You know, you can still say it without having to cuss. You know, I don't know. They was raised by older people, you know, back in the day. Back in the day where they just whoop you with anything, you know. So then they was raised in that time, and so then we had to learn respect as well, cause we was whooped. And so it's gonna be the same thing. But some people like, no, that's not okay. Gentle parenting. Yes, you can still do gentle parenting. Friends to a certain extent. Exactly. And to a certain extent. Like, hey, mama. Like, you can tell your parents secrets. You get me? Like, you can tell them stuff that you wouldn't tell anybody, because you consider your parent your best friend. Because I consider my mom my best friend. But again, I'm not disrespecting my mama and stuff. I can't talk to my daddy the way that I talk to my mama, because he not comfortable with that. Like, we played this little game the other day. And my mama was like, it's either you got to agree or disagree, right? My mama got this little game. And the question was, is it okay? Do you think it's okay? No, it is not okay. Or it was okay. I can't remember. It's not okay or it was okay to have sex on the first night. And then my daddy was like, no. He was like, he disagree. It must have said have sex on the first night. So he was like, it's okay to have sex on the first night. Basically, I was uncomfortable because, again, you draw that line with your parents. Stuff like that's not. I can talk to my mom about that stuff. I can't talk to my daddy about that stuff. He was like, disagree. And so I just started laughing and thinking. And my mom was like, I saw my daddy getting uncomfortable. Like, he was like, you know. So I'm like, no, it's not okay. I'm just like, it's not okay. Or whatever. But I did explain that, some people do that on the first night. And I'm not going to be judgmental towards them people that do it on the first night, period. But my daddy was upset. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to draw the line of knowing who your parents are, Anything helps. If your heart leads you to help, you wouldn't have to ask. Oh, I like the way you said that. Period. I'm probably going to have to add a couple more mods, y'all. I don't have enough mods. I ain't going to do it right now, but I don't have enough mods for when my views do be higher. Like, in the daytime, I'll probably be at 600 views if I show my face and stuff. Because my views starting to come back, but I'm still shadow banned, if that makes sense, because I just did that creativity thing. If you haven't watched my video I just posted, please go watch it. Anybody wanting their page to be promoted? Y'all remember that one girl I promoted her YouTube and she had 100 new followers. I think I'm gonna charge $5 to $10 to do it, or you can get on my panel. Ooh, I'm gonna start trying to figure out ways to make money. Cause eventually I don't want to work for people for too much longer, y'all. Like, I'm okay with doing the 9 to 5 for right now, but eventually I want to work for myself. The only reason why I say that is I don't have troubles at jobs. It's just the only problem that I have is these supervisors don't know how to respect people. Like, when you're one of the hardest workers there, or you are the hardest worker, they expect way too much out of you. Their expectations are way too high, and then they want you to do all of this stuff as if you're in a higher position, but your pay isn't moving anywhere. You feel me? That's what I struggle with. Like, I literally I do more than what is asked of me, and so they expect more out of me, and it's just like, some days I am tired, but I still get it done way before I'm supposed to do it. But they're like, oh, you didn't work as hard as today for this, or they ask me to do other stuff that doesn't pertain to what I was hired for. No, when you start paying me for that and stuff, and you see my worth, go ahead and give me that raise. But until then, no, I'm not about to do all this extra stuff, because I used to just do it. I just do whatever was asked of me. But now, like, no, if it's not in my pay grade or whatever, or in my job description, I'm not doing it. I've learned my worth. And that's why I will leave a job if I don't feel like they know my worth. And a lot of the only reason why I ever left jobs before is because my manager was disrespectful. I did everything that they asked me to, let them do whatever. And this when I was working at DD's Discount, y'all. I was the only, they put me as the only cashier, because I'm really fast at cashiering and stuff. And so it was getting knocked out fast, but the line was long, but it was getting done like that. You feel me? And I needed help. So when you got to get help from a supervisor, it take a minute. So now people are getting upset. This supervisor disrespected the shit out of me or whatever, because they was trying to give the person store credit instead of just giving them a refund, because they said they didn't have the original credit card with them anymore and stuff. And she was like, well, I can't give you a refund back on your card or anything like that unless you have the physical card. If you don't, then I will have to credit you through the store. And she was like, that's too much money to be credited in the store. And then she ended up going off, the supervisor ended up going off on me and stuff. And like, she used to talk crazy to me all the time. And then my customers started letting me know my worth. They're like, why are you letting her talk to you like that? Like, you been really good for you. You be the only one here in this line be that long. You moving really fast and all this other stuff. Like, how much they paid? She's like, oh, nah, baby. And then that's when I started seeing my worth of how much would I like to make minimum. And so when y'all heard me used to say that, y'all be like, Taia, y'all got to think. I have 9 years of customer service experience, 4 years of sales experience. I have 5 years of tech experience. I have a lot of experience. I have a lot more than that, but I'm just saying, with food handling and all that, I have a lot of experience. So why would I still consider myself to say, $7 is still good? No, it's not. Like, no. I have a little bit of seniority versus people my age that don't even have a year or 2 years of experience, because they can't stay at a job that long. As long as I stay at that